discuss algebra today. Okay. So, what are the factors of a square minus b square?
A plus B.
A plus b into a minus b. A minus b. Okay. For example, something like this will be given 4a square minus 9x square.
Yeah.
Somebody may ask you to find out the factors of this equation.
Yeah.
Of this expression. Is this equation or expression?
Expression.
Expression, because there is no
Equal to.
is equal to. Okay. Yeah. Is equal to. So immediately if you see it, this formula should strike to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Because this is something. Here we have a square. Here we have a square. But this is not the square of the whole term. Instead, the square belongs to only a only.
Yeah.
So this should be written as
4 into a square.
No.
Maybe 4 bracket a.
No. Should be written as 2a whole square.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, this should be in this form. We have a square, but a square is here.
Whole a is 2a square.
Yeah, if we compare this one, whole
yeah.
a is 2a is equivalent to 2a. And similarly, 9x square can be written as
3x cube.
3x whole square.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So now this is in this format. A square. This is all can be considered as a. This all can be considered as a b.
Yeah.
Okay. So a square minus b square. So the factors are easy. A plus b. You tell me. Tell me what are the factors? You.
2a plus 3x.
Okay, this is one
2a
factor.
minus 3x. 2a minus 3x.
Okay, so this is another factor. Yeah. This is how, like, you have to bring this one into this format.
But
this in this format.
What
it's
if
not
it
quite.
is for the 5a square?
Good question. Good question. Okay, I'm going to write it 5a square. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. There cannot be any better question than this. Okay. So how can you form this one, this expression into this form? How can you bring this expression into this form? Any ideas?
Maybe we have to 2a same thing and plus 1 it.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, is there any way that we can bring this expression or convert this expression into this form? Think about it.
Maybe a to the power of 5.
No. It won't be a to the power of 5.
Differentiation?
No, why differentiation is coming into picture? Differentiation is needed only if somebody says that what is the minimum value and maximum value, those kind of things. Yeah, differentiation, no.
Maybe 1 into 5a. 5 by 2
5 by 2 whole square? No. 5 by 2 square, how much is it? 25 by 4.
You can just take like 2.5.
No, 2.5 whole square is 6.2. 2.5
Just
divide,
just half 5. Half 5.
You should not half it. Instead, you have to do a square root of 5.
Oh, okay.
Square root of 5 whole square.
What does 9? If it's square root, it's hard to like. What will you get when you divide 9 by 2?
9 by 2, 4.5. I'm not dividing 9 with anything. Instead, I'm finding out the square root of 9. Yeah. That is why I got 3x whole square. So again, now this expression is in this form, a square minus b square. So, what are the factors?
A square minus b square.
Yeah, sorry, a square minus b square. Yeah, what are the factors of it?
5a square and 5a squared and 9x squared.
AB square and square root head can
root 5a plus 3x is one factor and root 5a minus 3x
is another factor. Okay.
Then
Okay, you're telling, okay, this square gets cancelled. But if you do this, if you square it again, you'll get the same thing here. There's no point in cancelling it. Okay, you want to leave those squares like that and compare this expression to this formula with this formula. And thereby you get a whole thing can be considered as a whole thing under bracket can be considered as a b here. So a plus b into a minus b. Okay, yeah. So more importantly, moment you see it, how to convert this expression into this form is the key thing. Okay, anything you can convert it that way. For example, I'll give you x square 2x square minus 8. What are the factors of it?
I think I know it.
Okay.
Equal to.
You tell me. How can we write this one?
2x squared can be written as 2x
square
squared
root
minus root of 8 whole square.
Okay, root of 8 whole square. And how about this one?
Square.
It is 4x square.
A root
4x
two.
square. Square root of 2.
Oh yeah,
Square root of 2.
Square, yeah.
You need to find the square root of a whole thing. What is the square root of whole thing? We get a square root 2. We get a x.
Yeah.
You now square it
And
to
again
get back this one.
square, yeah.
Okay. Minus, you need to find out the square root of the whole thing. What is whole thing here? 8.
8.
What is the square root of it?
We can say so.
Square
We
root of
can
8.
leave it, yeah.
Square root of 8. Okay. That's how
Okay.
you have to convert it. So
Now
now it's in
we
a square
have-
minus b square form.
Now we have to do square root 2x minus square
Plus
root.
a plus b
Yeah. Plus.
minus.
But it may be like a plus minus b and a plus b.
It can be, yeah. It
Yeah.
can be. Yeah.
And
Okay. This is
now-
after all a multiplication. It does not matter. Order. A
We
into
can
b
switch.
is equal to b into a.
Yeah.
Either way, you can write it.
Mm.
Okay.
Square root 2x minus square root 8.
Square root of 8. Similarly, okay, so this is very important one. Okay, the key point is like when such numbers are given, such expressions are given, how do you translate? How do you bring this one into this form? Is a key thing.
But what
Okay,
if,
wherever there is a minus, it is always possible to find out the factors using this method.
but if
But key thing is here it should be minus. Say for example, if it is plus, no,
a
you cannot-
square plus b
there is
square,
no such formula.
so we have to keep a square
You can't find
minus of plus b square.
No.
No, because a square minus and in a bracket plus b square.
If a plus is given,
Oh,
there is no way
it will
that
come
you
in
cannot find the
ice,
factors.
ice.
You cannot find the factors.
What she said also is a like good point on it.
What is that?
Instead of putting plus, you can instead of having a plus, you can just have like minus of
Okay, yeah.
minus of minus.
Okay.
Yeah, that one
That's
I
good
said.
thing. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic idea. Okay.
You can have like minus of minus.
Absolutely fantastic idea. Okay. Alright. I'm going to do it like that.
Minus of
Okay, let's do it.
minus
Root
8
2x squared.
2x square minus.
of
minus 8,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic idea. I'll tell you why it cannot be done like that. Is this right? That's fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
But if he can't find the square root of
negative number.
Yeah.
minus
So this
8.
can be written as this one, this way, isn't it?
But
To
we
that extent, that
can't
is fine.
find the square
And then the
root.
minus come down here.
It
And this
we
one, if you
can't-
need to find this one,
I
you need to do it this way.
Square root of a negative number is like
Okay. Square root of a
not
negative number is
positive.
complex number, like you
So
cannot find out. So this is not a good idea. That is why people don't prefer it. But in other cases, this kind of technique can be
But
used.
for example, if they just said plus, you can even give that answer.
Sorry.
For example, if they ask
If they ask like that,
factors of 2x squared plus 8, you can just say root 2x squared and
but these are not realistic factors. You can do it, but these are not realistic
like
numbers because this is not a real number.
Like complex numbers.
Okay. This is one factor. This is another factor. But since this is not a real number, so these are not a realistic factors. That is why you don't follow this method. You don't follow this method. Okay. For example, there is something like this can be given. 2x square plus 8x. What are the factors of it?
Factors of 8, it will come.
Okay, this is an a square plus b.
4x squared. 4x squared plus.
Why 4x square you're telling?
That's plus. So it is 2x squared plus of minus 8x.
Again, minus 8x is won't take you to anywhere. You'll end up again having a negative complex
so
number.
Square
root of a negative number, which is not feasible, which is not practically feasible
So what is
to evaluate the value. So such kind of things, what is the common between these two? Is there anything common?
2.
2 is common. Okay, I
2x.
agree. Anything 2x is common. Yeah. So take
2x.
out that one common, and now x plus 4.
Plus 4.
These are the two factors. This is one factor and this is another factor.
But if you doing like minus, it can't come in this.
Don't follow that route. Okay, you'll always end up in having a complex number. Okay, which is not practically feasible. That is why we don't choose it. But other cases you can follow it this way. Okay. Okay. But in some cases there won't be anything. For example, if I put like this, the only factors that you can find it out are you take out 2 common, x square plus 4. So this is one factor, this is another factor.
But in a factors it has to be x, like 2x.
Not necessarily. It depending on the expression that is given. For example, if I put x here, then you can take out 2x as a common.
Then x squared there.
X square. Yeah, correct only. 2x into x.
Okay.
Sorry, 2x into x.
Yeah.
2x square. Okay? Okay. So the more often the questions will be asked, some expression will be given to find out the factors. But there will be minus here. Wherever you see a minus, you try to convert that given expression into this form. Wherever you see it, it's always a possible. There is always a possibility. For example, you pick any expression, give me any expression with a minus in between.
3x squared
minus 9.
Minus 9.
9x.
9x.
Sorry, 9.
That's fine,
B.
yeah.
B, like anything.
Fine, B.
B.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough, yeah. No problem.
But what if it like 9x?
Okay. You pick anything.
Because
of your
x
choice.
are same like that.
Pick anything. I have no problem. Okay.
Pick B. Pick B.
Hmm?
Pick B.
Put V.
No, keep x.
Keep X.
No, B.
B. Okay, fine. Yeah, B. Okay. So the way to bring this expression into this form, you need to find out the square root of the whole thing. What is the square root of the whole thing?
Square.
Find
Root
out the
of
square root of whole thing and
3x.
square it.
Square.
Root
Square
3x
root of 3.
whole square, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you square it, you will get the same thing. Minus 3
3b.
square root of b. Find out the square root of
Yeah.
whole thing, 9b.
Oh, okay.
3 square root of b,
B
whole square.
Whole square, yeah.
A square minus b square.
Square root of 9 is 3.
Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of b is square root of b. Whole, put a whole square.
Yeah. But what if we find in like a common in the whole.
What
like
if you
to
find something common?
Find common. Like like
If you
in
put
that
x,
3
yeah,
3 is
we'll
a common.
take that one. Yeah, let's find it out. Square root of 3x, square root of 3x plus 3 root b into square root of 3x minus 3 root b. Okay.
Yeah.
This is one factor and this is another factor. So wherever you come across a minus here, you can straight away follow this formula. Okay.
Then do in the.
Okay. For example, instead of here 9, if you put a 9, this also you can do it.
Yeah.
Say for example, if you put x here,
Yeah.
in this case you can take out a common.
Oh, wait, it's like the quadratic equation.
Of course, it is a quadratic equation because there is
No,
a square here.
no, because 3x square minus 9x
Is a quadratic
plus 0 equal to 0.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then
It's a
we
quadratic
can
equation.
find.
Quadratic equation. But how do you find the roots of the quadratic equation?
Take a common in that, or maybe that a square minus
A square minus b square.
B
Yeah,
square.
convert this one into this form. That is one way.
Yeah.
Or else you can take out a common 3x. If you take out common 3x,
Yeah,
x
common.
minus 3. Okay, so this is one factor. This is.
But to do it like
Okay.
9b. No, 9b.
Okay.
Keep it, yeah.
Minus
Minus
9b.
9b.
If I
Yeah.
have to do this one, I
The
have to convert.
common is 3. No. Like do it in the common 3.
X square minus 3b. Okay.
Then
These are not
it's
quite
not
factors. Like
factor,
you're only.
yeah.
This is only number.
Then up one it came.
But here there is x term here. Here also there is an x
Then
term.
use hide that there is no need to be x in that thing.
Which one?
Like starting you said like then there is no need to be only
But
x
in case such things are possible, in case such simplification is possible, you can do it that way.
If there is no x, you should just think it as 1.
Yeah. Okay. If an 9b is there, you can take a 3 out, but still we have some variable here. We have some variable here.
Oh,
So
okay.
that is why.
So we have to do like a square
Yeah.
minus b
Square root of 3x whole square minus 3 square root of b whole square. Okay. A square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b. Okay. So this is all about a square minus b square. So whenever you see a minus, and if you are asked to find out the factors, you can straight away apply this.
or
Straight away apply this formula.
even if it plus also.
If it is plus, how?
Yeah, we can because you only said to like take a common.
Take a common, yeah. The
Yeah.
common is the only technique that you have to use if there is a plus. But if it is a minus, you have to apply this technique. A square minus b square, so a plus b into a minus b. If it is a plus, only thing is to take out the common. There is nothing much that you can do.
Yeah.
Okay, there is nothing much you can do. Okay, if it is a plus. Okay. Similarly, likewise, there are also formulas for a cube minus b cube. A cube minus b cube. What are the factors of a cube minus b cube?
It's like the trot.
No.
A
A minus b, a square plus ab plus b square.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, this is the fact. These are the factors. This is
If
one
it
factor
like
and this is another factor. Of course, this may be
4
divided
cube.
into further sub factors, but the formula this is the
If
factor.
it 4x cube minus 3y cube.
3y cube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
So
we have
is this
to
in this
apply-
form?
Yeah. Yes.
Not quite.
No,
Okay,
like
because the
we
cube
have
is
to-
only cubing x, but not the 4. Okay.
So we have to take square root of
Square root won't work here because this is a cube. Then
square
you
root
need
cube.
root.
cube root.
Cube root of 4.
Square root 3.
Cube root of 4 x whole cube minus
Cube root of 3.
cube root of 3 y
whole cube.
whole
But
cube.
If it
But
in
this
place
cube
of
root,
3,
cube root
if
works
it,
only for 3. Is acting on only on 3.
on T7 it will come only
Yeah,
3.
exactly. Yeah, if it is 27, you straight away put 3 by.
Yeah.
Okay, because cube root of 27 is 3, you know that. Because this is a 4, 3, where you don't know, there is no perfect cube root for such numbers, you put it this way. Okay, so now a cube minus b cube. What is a?
Cube
What is
root 4x cube plus
4x.
Oh, that is a.
That
That's
is
it.
A.
That's it. Okay.
plus
Okay. Compare this one. Compare this one to this one. Compare this expression with this one. What is a? This is all a. What is b? This is all b.
then okay.
And put it in this formula.
Then
Okay, a minus b.
is there anything it is like a plus b whole square?
A plus b whole square formula is, you want the factors?
Yeah.
A plus b whole square factors. Okay, good question. Yeah.
A
Okay, let's
plus
finish it. I'll come back to that. Yeah. A minus b.
No, it's plus.
No, what is the formula? A cube minus b cube formula.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it's.
Yeah, it's better you verify this formula. Okay?
Mm.
Better you verify this formula.
Or
Okay?
if we don't know, like do it like
How will you do it?
because a square minus yeah, okay.
Yeah. To verify it, there is a mechanism. You just multiply this one and you will get this one.
Yeah. But how to like
How to remember? That's why you have to remember. Yeah. And the first, how do you know these two terms? Remember it. Okay?
Okay.
Verify it, I would say. Okay? A minus b.
Next one is cube root
A square
brackets square.
bracket square.
Then square root and square can cancel.
No. No,
How did you
no.
get
This
that?
is cube root. This is not a square root.
But even though in that is like
How did you get that?
root.
Oh, okay.
A
A
minus
cube
b.
minus b cube is okay.
A square plus ab. What is ab? This and this. Cube root of 4. Cube root of 3. X, Y.
How much long?
Plus
Cube root of 3y
cube root of
square.
3y whole square. Okay.
is
Is there any way that we can simplify this one?
Yeah.
Instead of writing cube root of 4 into cube root of 3,
It will come
you can write cube root of 3 4s are 3 4s are 12. You can write it this way.
Yeah. That
Hmm?
way, yeah.
Isn't it?
Then in that instead of a b up there you can keep.
These are two different terms.
Oh,
You can put a square, you can put a b square.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Alright, now what is the previous question? What are the factors of a plus b whole square? Good question.
A plus b whole square is equal to a
What are the factors
a
of this?
square plus 2ab plus b square.
Those are not factors. Those are like expansion of that. What are the factors? Do you know?
Wait. Yeah, I know that a
Wait.
plus b bracket a minus b. Yeah,
Yes,
it
then
can
we get
say
a square minus b square.
yeah,
A plus b into.
yeah.
What are the factors of this one?
A plus b into a minus b.
A plus b into a minus b. You'll get a square minus b square. You won't get this one, a plus b whole square.
A plus b into minus a minus b
A plus b into
minus a minus b.
minus a minus b. What do you get?
Okay.
No, you won't get it.
A square and b square.
Huh?
A square and b square.
No. Okay, so if I tell you the answer,
Wait.
you'll really laugh at it.
Wait. Let me
Wait.
think.
How can that be written as a square plus b square?
A
No.
plus a square plus 2ab plus b square.
I think that's such an easy how we
Okay,
could
tell
get
the
it.
answer.
Wait.
Okay, I'll give you.
Wait.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
A square plus 2ab plus b
Think what are the factors of a plus b whole square?
Give an example.
No, wait.
There's no need for example. There's no need for illustration.
Like for example, give A as something and B as something.
Maybe A plus B into A plus B.
Exactly. A plus B to A plus B. Okay. It's such an easy one, isn't it? Yeah. Sometimes we lose. We run out of our mind and we don't know even the simple ones. You don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It happens sometimes. Okay. It happens sometimes. See, A plus B to A plus B.
It's
This
so
is one
easy.
factor. This is another factor.
Yeah.
There are two factors.
A plus B.
There are two factors, but both the factors are same.
Then draw that thing like on a graph, like how it will be.
Which
like
one?
Draw a graph like a quadratic equation.
Yeah.
The
I will
factors
draw.
are
Okay.
same.
So you ask for a draw a graph of A plus B whole square. Okay, I will draw it. But before that, I want to tell you one more formula. Okay, remember this is A cube minus B cube. This is not A minus B whole cube. Okay? This is not A minus B whole cube. There is also another formula, A cube plus B cube.
It's also like take a common.
What are you going to take
A plus
out
B
common?
whole cube.
A plus B?
It can't be.
No, how can it be equal to A plus B whole cube?
A plus B bracket.
Yeah, A plus B
A
bracket
A square
minus AB.
minus AB plus B square. Yeah.
Okay. Remember, like we discussed some time back. Okay? Okay, this is also another form. Okay, so whenever there are cubes here, okay, whether it is a plus or minus, you can always convert this one.
Yeah.
You can give an expression, you can convert this one to either this form or this form and then apply this formula. Okay? If it is a minus and you see some squared terms here, square terms, something like a 4x square minus 9y square. See, minus is here. There are square terms here. You can convert this one into this form. Okay? Whether there are perfect square terms or not, you can still convert it. So, for example, 2x square here.
It becomes
Square root of 2x whole square. Okay? Like that you can apply. Okay. So, you ask draw A plus B whole square. Okay? For example, x plus 3 whole square. Okay? If I equate this one to 0, what do I get? If I equate this one to 0, see, remember I am equating this to 0.
It will become quadratic
X plus 3
equation. It
into
becomes
x plus 3.
x square plus.
These are the two factors, right?
Wait. I think I know it. X square. No, like I am.
That's fine. You don't have to expand it. See, A plus B whole square. You know how the formula for it is A square plus 3AB plus B square. You don't have to find it out because I already gave you the factors. What is the need for expanding it? Okay. If expansion is given, we will convert this one into factors.
Minus 3.
One second.
And
Minus. For example, if this is an expanded form, for example, this is an expanded form. Okay? X square term is there, x term is there, 2 is there. If somebody says is equal to 0, what do?
Still we
convert this one to factors. If factors
it's
are
already
given,
there.
it's even easier.
Yeah.
Okay, now you are again expanding it. There is no not use because the factors are already known. There is no point in again expanding it.
Then
you will go nowhere.
The roots are minus 3,
okay.
comma
So to solve this
minus
one,
3.
X plus 3 is 0.
Minus 3.
This is 1. One of the factor you equate it to 0, other factor also you equate it to 0. X plus 3 is equal to again 0. So x is equal to minus 3.
Minus 3 and x is equal to minus 3. Yeah.
Okay. So where is minus 3? Here. Say for example, this is the x-axis.
And up is y-axis.
Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay. It has two factors. X value is minus 3. And here also x is equal to minus 3. There only it is there. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you got? You got only 1 point. Actually 2
It
points, but both points are same, I would say.
Just
1 point. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You got it? You
But
got 2 points,
can it
but in this
come-
case both points are same.
But can it come like this and again up go and
Okay, I'll come. Okay. We got only 1 point. And this point is called the roots. Okay, this point is roots. When do you get the roots? When you equate this one to 0, you will get the roots.
If we
Roots
don't
or a
equate
root is a point. Does not tell you anything. It just give you 1 point.
one
X value,
2
the value of
points
x.
or a point.
Because this is an x-axis, minus 3 is a point.
Yeah.
See, what did I do? I equated to 0.
If it
If I-
equate to
Y, if I equate to
yeah.
y,
yeah,
get
then and it will come is like a
if I equate it to y,
it will come like a quadratic
exactly,
line.
yeah. If I equate it to y,
It will come
if I equate
quadratic
it to y,
line.
I'll get a group of points.
Yeah, equal to line or
If I equate it to
curve
y,
line.
I'll get a group of points. What are those points? How do you find out those points?
If x is equal to 1 and y equal to
Exactly. Yeah, put x value 1. Put here 1 plus 3
it
whole
will
square
come
16. Put x is 2.
minus
2 plus 3
okay.
5 25. If x is 3, 3 plus 3
and
9 square
27.
81.
Oh yeah,
81. Similarly, put a 0, put a minus 1, minus 2. There are
Up to
infinite points.
minus 3.
Combining all those points,
You
It will
not
come
to
a
put
line.
you like you just took x, right?
Yeah.
You can also take y and find x.
good question. Yeah, I
But
can also
that's
take
a bit more complex.
bit complex. Yeah. See, if you know x, it's easy to find y. But if you know y, you can find it out.
Using
But
the
you need to
simple
find
algebra.
again the roots. Again, solve that quadratic equation. If you put a value of x, you don't have to solve the quadratic equation.
Then what if it is x is equal to that thing? X equal to 5 plus 3 whole square.
Sorry, x plus
X equal to the 5 plus whole square.
y plus whole square.
Yeah.
Y plus 2 whole square.
Yeah, 2.
Y plus 2 whole square.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, put a value of y.
Oh, okay.
Put a value of y. Okay, we'll come to that point also. Yeah.
Okay.
Bear with me for a moment. See, remember, if you understand this one, you know how this graph works. If you understand this point, I equated to 0. I got only 1 point. I got only 1 point. Then that point or those points are called the roots. Are the roots. Okay? If I equate it to y, I'll get a group of points. When I combine all those points, I'll get a curved shape.
Line.
A curved shape.
curved
Okay?
shape.
So combining 1, 16, 2, 15, 3, 81, 0 something, minus 1 something, minus 2 something, minus 3 something. If I combine all those points, I'll get a graph.
A quadratic line.
116, 1 point. 225 is another point. 381 is another point. 0, comma something
If
is
we
another point.
find like if we like if it like a plain line, we can only find that 2 points, and if it like a curve line, we can do it like a 6
Yeah,
points.
yeah. If it is a straight line, it's okay to find just 2 points.
Yeah, 2
Okay.
points.
Just okay. 2 points are sufficient enough. But in case of curved line, even if you find 10 points, you cannot establish a perfect shape. You can get an approximation.
It will come.
It's not necessary that you will
yeah.
find the perfect shape of the graph. Okay. Remember, y can also be called as f of x. You put a y, or you can also put a f of x. If you put a y, this is can be considered as a y-axis. If you put f of x, this will you remove this y and put this as a f of x. Either way, same. Okay. It's a function of x.
But
you put value of x or something.
If it a means it can be like up also a.
Yeah. If you equate this to a, here it will be a, here it will be a. That's fine. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Because f of x is like a bit longer. Like f of x, if it a means it's like a plain a.
Yeah, correct. F of x is not a bit longer, but there is also meaning. It's a function of x. You are giving something.
Then f of a.
You are feeding something into x and you are getting something as an output.
Then f of a and the down is a.
Yeah, down should be a. Yeah. Down should be a, and here it should be a plus 3.
Yeah,
square.
a plus 3.
Okay. Okay. Again, I'm telling you, if you equate it to 0, you get a root or roots. If you equate it to y, you get a group of points. One of them is a root. What is that point? At what value of x when you get a 0?
The slope is 0. Yeah.
What point of x you will get a 0 as a y? That is a root.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How did I get a root? I equate this y to 0.
Yeah.
I got a root. Okay. Because on x-axis y value will be 0.
Yeah.
That is why I equated to 0. Y I equated to 0. Y instead of y I put a 0. I equated y to 0. Thereby I will get to know where it is cutting x-axis. Because on x-axis the value of y is 0. Again I am telling you, if you put 0, you will get a root or a roots. Okay. In this case,
then
because both the factors are same, both the roots are same.
Is a and down is f of a?
It can be. It can be. It can be. When I equate it to 0, I got a roots. If I equate it to y, that gives you a group of points. Combining all those points, you'll get a graph. You'll get some curved shape, something like this. We don't know. Like depending on these
be
values.
down or up? It will be up, yeah.
It will be up. Because by
if it x plus no, if it x minus 3, it will come down.
No, not like that. I'll tell you. There is one technique. There are some techniques. What is the power of here? X, maximum power of x here. If you expand it, 2.
Where?
2. Both arms. This is called one arm. This is called another arm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It will have every quadratic.
No, I don't mean
expression will have 2 arms. Right arm and
If
left
it
arm.
cube means it will come like this. If it 4 means it will come like this.
Yeah. Because it is a square here, the maximum power of x is a square. If you expand this one, a square plus 2ab plus b square. What is the maximum power of x here? 2.
Square.
2. Because we have maximum power as 2. Both arms will either go up or either go down.
Yeah.
Because this is an even number.
No,
if it is 3, if the maximum power of x is 3, one arm will go up, one arm will go down.
No,
okay.
No, like I'm not saying about the arms like
okay. I tell you, I understood your question, yeah. Okay, so in this case both arms went up. Why not both arms go down? Because if it is 2, both arms will follow the same, either up or down.
Yeah.
But in this case both arms went up.
Yeah.
How I decided?
Positive sign.
In that case, you need to find what is multiplying here, whether it is a positive number or a negative number. Coefficient of x square.
If it
is plus
minus x, minus x, it will come down.
Because what is the coefficient of x square? Plus 1.
No, then what if it is x minus 3 whole square?
Also, how did you confirm that it meets at minus 3? Or it just touches minus 3?
I equated to 0. I got 2 roots. I got two roots. But in this case, because both are same point, that is the lowest point. Okay. 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 I got your point. How I know that this is the lowest point?
No,
this is the lowest point.
Yeah, how you know that it just touches -3 point and then goes up? Like then how you know that?
Yeah.
You equate y to 0.
I equate y is equal to 0. What is the maximum power of x here? 2.
2.
That means it cuts the x-axis 2 times.
Yeah.
Okay, but in this case, the roots are same. That is why it touched it and then again bounced back.
Then
the touch and go can be considered as a 2 crossing, like it crossed x-axis 2 times.
It just touches x-axis and goes up.
It goes up. Yeah.
Then
in such case,
what if it is x minus 3 whole square?
X minus 3
then
whole.
It touches +3. It touches +3
Yeah,
and goes up.
yeah. Sorry, yeah. I lost my mind. Yeah. If it is x minus 3 whole square, what are the roots of it?
It just touches.
Factors are x minus 3. When you
Okay,
equal to 0,
yeah,
you get
I
x
got
as 3, x as 3 plus 3. So in such case, x it is going to be like this only.
Or it will come like a it will come like if we hold it,
Both will be symmetric.
both will be like.
Yeah, if you fold it, the y-axis both will be symmetric.
Yeah.
Okay, understand when we are getting the roots, when you are getting the graph. If you equate it to 0, you will get the roots. If you equate it to y, you will get the graph.
Yeah, like the
if you
shape.
equate it to 0, it becomes a quadratic equation.
Then if we
If you
equate
equate to y, it will be
x,
it frames a graph.
yeah, then if we equate it to
f of x, it frames a graph.
Yeah, still.
It frames a graph. Because you are fixing the value of y as a 0. Equating to some
then
constant, 0.
What if we like zero is also like 1
Which
high?
0 is not a variable, 0 is a fixed constant.
It is like a strings in Python.
Okay. Okay, let's not divert it. Okay. Alright, yeah. So this is how you have to do it. For example, in this case, both the factors are same. What are the factors of x plus 3 whole square?
Minus 3 and plus.
No, I'm saying factors.
Factors are x
plus 3 and x plus 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Both factors are same. That's why both roots are same. That's why the point at which it intersects x-axis, there is only one point.
But even though it can be 2,
It can be considered as 2 points. Yeah. There are 2, both are same. That's how you should read it. It has 2 roots, but both roots are same. It has 2 factors, both factors are same. That's how you have to interpret it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's take one more one. One more. For example, x square plus 5x plus 6. Okay. If I equate it to 0, okay, for the sake of convenience, I am putting 0 on the left side. We usually put is equal to 0 on the right side. But discard that where I am putting, but I equate it to 0. What is the maximum power of x? Square.
So it will go to both arms up or down.
Both arms up or down, because that is an even square. Even power. The maximum power is even number. Okay. If I equate to 0, I'll get 2 values of x.
Points.
2
points.
Values of x.
Yeah, x.
Okay. How do we get 2 points of x? Factorization. Yeah. This is a typical quadratic equation. The one way of solving this one is by quadratic equation. Sorry, by factorization method or a perfect square method. Okay. So you know how to do it. Okay. Factorization method, you know that. Okay. So when I do factors, I'll get these 2 factors. Equate it to 0.
It will come minus 2 and
Okay, x plus 2 is 0 and x plus 3 is 0. Equate this factor to 0.
Minus 2.
Then the whole thing will become 0.
No, it has to come x plus 2 and square brackets and x plus 3.
Okay, it doesn't matter the square bracket, because only one thing is that this is one factor, this is another factor. That's the key point. Okay, equate this factor to 0, you get x plus minus 2. Equate this one to 0, you get x plus minus 3. Okay. So what are these minus 2 and minus 3?
Those are the points.
2 points on x-axis.
Oh, no.
X is equal to
that equal to no. I equal to 0.
Okay.
That is
2
I
points.
0.
Okay. So this is x-axis. This is y-axis. I'll put here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Similarly here on the left side, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Okay. So I got x as minus 3. That is up here. X as minus 2. That is here. I got 2 points. I got two values of x. If I put those 2 points here, I got these 2 points. Minus 3, minus 2. X is because on the x-axis. Right? How I got the values of x's? By equating this equation to 0 or y is 0. Okay, so just going to leave this. Okay, I'm going to write here x square 5x plus 6. Okay, so if I equate it to 0, I got x as minus 2, x as minus 3. And I spot those 2 points.
It's not 3.
Minus 3, yeah. When I spot those 2 points, those points are here. Those 2 points are here. Say, instead of equating to 0, if I equate it to y,
it will
I'll
come
get
like
a group of points.
x equal to something and what is y?
Yeah, I'll get a group of points. How do I find out those group of points?
X equal to
put some random numbers to x.
0.
And
X
you'll get a
equal
y.
to 0.
Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Goes on like that. Yeah, okay, so you can find out as many points as you want. So when you plot all those points and you connect all those points, you'll get a curved shape.
Yeah.
Because the power of here, the maximum power is 2, both arms will either go up or down.
Yeah.
And what is the multiplier? What is the coefficient of x square?
It is plus 1.
Plus 1.
So it goes
because it's a
up.
positive number, both arms will go up. Okay?
If it come minus, it will
both
come
arms
down.
will go down.
Yeah.
Okay? If it is a odd power, one arm will go up, one arm will go down.
Yeah.
Okay? There are some techniques like that.
Tan
Right?
theta. Then the tan theta it goes up. Yeah.
Tan
then
theta is a
how
different one.
It is like
Yeah, tan theta, sin theta, cos theta, these are all trigonometric graphs, but there it is a repetitive graphs. The same shape will repeatedly go.
Then even
this is not a repetitive.
Is like goes on.
That is just a normal.
Just a one graph, one occurrence. One occurrence.
It goes like down.
That's it. It's end of it.
No, it's
it won't
not,
repeat by itself.
No, because like this and it will go up in.
It goes up continuously.
Yeah, it will goes up.
Like a hyperbola, it goes up continuously.
Which one? Tan.
Hyperbola.
Yeah, it goes up, but the same shape will not repeat.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas in sine, cos, the same shapes, same.
Then if it x to the power of infinite and then it goes like it's like
no. Even if it is x to the power of 10, even if it is x to the power of 20, there is only one shape. There is only one shape, and that shape will not be repeated.
No, but if it x to the power of
infinite, even if it is infinite,
because infinite will go on.
It will start x-axis at infinite times. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, but it only has 2 arms.
arms.
It only has two arms.
Okay. Then
Right arm and left arm.
Even sine theta also has.
Sine theta never has arms.
Because it goes like that.
They don't have arms.
Then even infinite also it not.
Even if it is infinite, it only has any such graphs, whether it is a square, cube, 4 to the power of 4 to the power of 5, all such graphs will only have two arms. Any questions on that? What is your question?
Because if it is like an
infinite, even if it is infinite, even if it is 100,
it can't stop. No, it will go and it not.
But it doesn't repeat.
It won't repeat. I'm saying it only has two arms, right arm and left arm.
No, because
it will cut x-axis. I agree, infinite times. It will cut at -10. It will cut at -5. It will cut at 10. It will cut at -2.5. It will cut at 20. It will cut at 45. It will cut. It will cut. But the arms either will go up or one arm will go up, one arm will go up.
Because it will not repeat. It will go on and on and on and but when here is that final.
I understand. Okay, what you're saying is I understand. Say it is cutting here, cutting here, cutting here, cutting here. But this is not a repetitive in nature. Like this graph here won't repeat exactly the same.
Oh, it may be down or up. Okay.
Sometimes it may be little, sometimes it may be big, sometimes it may be little,
like
sometimes it may be big.
That is just a graph. That is like
it's
not
like
that is why these are called non-periodic functions, non-repetitive functions.
Okay.
Whereas a sine, cos, they are all repetitive functions. Yeah, in x-axis, if you put the angle, you continuously increase the angle. 0, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, again 360 degrees, increase it. Okay, that's a repetitive function. Those functions when you get if something is rotated in the same path again and again, the same curve is repeated again and again. If you repeat one thing, 360 degrees, again another 360, 720 degrees, again, following the same path. That is why the graph is also following the same path. Okay, so we diverted from here. Okay, it has two roots, -2, -3. When you equate it to 0, you'll get the roots. If you equate it to y, you'll get a group of points. If you connect all those points, you'll get a graph. You'll get a shape. Curved shape. Okay, so in this case, because the coefficient of x square is 1, both arms will go up. Okay. Both arms will go up. Okay, this arm is going up, this arm is going up. Okay, so they will be connected somewhere down here. This is y-axis. For example, at what point this one will cut y is equal to 5? At what point this graph will cut y is equal to 5?
So we can keep for the phi equal to x square.
Exactly, yeah. Y is 5, y is here. You remove this y and put this y here, solve it, and we get it. Okay, the y is equal to 5 somewhere, maybe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So y is equal to 5 will be somewhere here. So you extend this one, you get this point and this point. How you got these 2 points? When you equate y as 0, because here y is 0.
Yeah.
If you
if you want to
know at what point this is going to meet this line, this is also line, right?
Is x is equal to phi, x equal to 5.
X is equal to 5. You put a value of x as 5 here. Okay.
And it can't come because it came like it will only cut -3 and -2. No, it can't cut for 5. No.
and cut 5.
Yeah, then how can we do?
Put value of x as 5 here.
Yeah, 5 square.
25 plus 5 5s are again 25 plus 6, 56. You get value of y as?
Y as 50. It will come so up.
That
Okay,
means
okay.
this will go like this, 56. So when it means y, it
Oh,
56 like that. Okay. Yeah. If you know value of x, it's very easy. If you know value of y,
yeah.
replace that one. Are you following?
Yes.
That's very important. You understanding the root, understanding the graph. When you get a graph, when you get a root, is a key thing. If you understand it, it's very
Can you
easy.
tell that like the table like for example positive everything both goes up or both goes down. If it is negative, one goes up and one goes down. Can you tell that table again?
The power you have to see. If a power is even, both will go up or down. Okay. If it is even, one arm will go up, one arm will go down.
No, it's not even. It's odd.
Sorry, if it is even odd power, one arm will go up, one arm will go down. If it is even, both arms will face the same, either upwards and downwards. But up or down, how do you know? You find out the coefficient of x square. What is the coefficient of x square here? Plus 1.
Plus 1, yeah.
Okay, it's a positive number, that is when both will go up. If it is a negative number, both will go down.
Yeah.
Okay, equate this to y, you will get a graph, a group of points. Okay? Okay, so what is the lowest point here? How do you know? In
How
such case,
deep
you have to.
it goes. Like how
Yeah,
deep
in such case, you apply the technique of differentiation because at this point, the graph is moving. With some, at every point, it has a different slope. Okay? But at this point, the slope is 0. Every point it has a slope. To find out the slope, you need 2 points, I agree. You take the closest to 2 points. There is one slope. Closest to another 2 points, there is another slope here. Okay? Okay, every point it has a slope, I would say. Like one point with one point,
like
you cannot find out the slope. But two close by points.
Yeah, close points.
Two close by points. Okay. At this point, the slope is 0 because it took a U-turn. Okay, that's also called a turning point. Or a U-turn, a turning point. Wherever there is a turning point, there the slope will become 0. Okay, to become the slope, you have to know that where the slope is becoming 0, you have to differentiate. You have to differentiate this whole equation. Okay. Whole equation dy by dx. That is rate of change of y with respect to x should be 0.
Then it can be like d and up of the I by x
To the power of 2 plus 1.
and it be like the d and of I by x.
No, both should be d.
No, because if it d I by x means it can come to dy and dx also.
No, it's not a variable. It's just a terminology that we use. D is not a variable. It's a shortcut for a word differentiation. Okay, the way you should read is differentiation of y.
That's not a variable.
Differentiation of y with respect to x. That's how you should read. I differentiated here with respect to x. I differentiated on the right side also.
Dividing the d also like that.
It's not a division, it's not a variable, it's not anything, but it's just a differentiation. Okay?
Yeah.
It's a technique. It's a technique to find
like
to
how
find the
deep it
slope.
goes.
To
How
find out the
deep
slope.
it goes.
Okay? I equated here. I differentiated here on the right side. I also differentiated on the right side, left side and right side. Okay. So if I differentiate this one, what will I get?
X. The formula is d by dx.
D by dx. X square plus d by dx. 5x plus d by dx. 6.
Yeah. And then
X square.
afterwards it will
2
go
into x to
like
the power of 2 minus 1.
0.
Yeah. 2 into x to the power of 1.
plus d by dx, or uh, uh, 5 times 1 times x to the power of 1 minus 1.
0. Yeah.
0.
1 minus 1 is 0. X to the
Zero.
power of 0 is 1. So
Yes.
It comes
5 plus
Plus
0.
0.
0.
Yeah.
Hmm?
It
I
comes
got this.
2x plus 5.
2x plus 5.
Yeah.
This is what? The slope. The
Can
slope
it be
is this one.
slope? Okay, okay.
The slope. It's not a fixed slope. That is why we have a x
Yeah.
here.
X.
Is it a fixed slope, this
No,
curve?
no.
No.
No, at every point it is varying.
Then
Depending on x, it is varying. Depending on x, you put a value of
Then
x as 5.
if it like a straight line, then if we
The
want
slope
how
is fixed.
deep it goes, then what if it knows like how deep it goes the straight line?
Good question. Yeah, I'll come to the point. Yeah. For example, y is equal to 5x plus 2.
Yeah.
I differentiate it.
Yeah.
d by dx. dy by dx. d by dx.
5x plus d by dx
5x plus 2.
is 2.
If I differentiate this one, I'll get a 5.
Yeah.
Plus, if I differentiate 2, I'll get a 0.
0.
Is equal to 5. 5 is equal to. I got a fixed slope. No matter what those point, no matter where that point is, I'm getting a fixed slope. Can I
Because
equate this
the
to 0?
Our,
What is the lowest point?
if we equate
I cannot equate 5 to 0. It will never be 0.
Oh,
That is why there is no lowest point. There is no turning point. It will never
Oh.
turn back. It will only
Okay.
go one way, like all the way.
yeah.
Okay?
Mm.
There is no turning point. It's
Then
not following a curved shape.
What if it is like 5, like y equal to 5?
Y is equal to 5. Good question. Yeah. Okay. You understand this one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There is no lowest point
Yeah.
because the differentiation,
No,
the slope is
there
5. The
is
slope is
low-
constant 5.
Lowest point.
But here the slope is not a
But
constant.
there,
I'll come
there
to that.
is lowest point.
There are lowest points for
It is
equations
minus
like this, but not the
infinite.
straight lines. For
Yeah,
straight
it
lines, there
can
is no.
be. Because if there is a line and if it goes like that, the lowest is minus
Infinite, yeah, you
Infinite.
cannot define it.
Yeah,
There is
that
no
one.
lowest point. Infinite, can you
Because
define minus infinite? You cannot define
it
it.
will come minus I.
No. I is different from infinite. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, what is the other question? Y is equal to 5.
Yeah.
Okay, is equal to 5. How does this line look like?
Only
It
like
will
a
be-
straight up
No,
through
horizontal,
x
you are
equal
right.
to
Horizontal.
Horizontal. Y is
Okay,
equal to
okay,
5
yeah.
is going to be.
It's going to be parallel to x.
It's going to be like this. This is
yeah,
y is equal to 5.
like that.
Okay.
Then the
What is the
lowest
lowest point? There is no lowest point.
The 5 only.
5 only.
Yeah.
Is this what is the highest point?
Highest point is also is 5.
There are no such lowest points or the highest
Oh,
points.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But what you can tell is slope. dy by
Slope
dx
is,
is equal to d
but
by
it's
dx of 5.
easy
What is the
to
differentiation of
say.
constant? 0. The slope of this line is 0.
Because
It's not rising or it's not falling.
then you said that in the it can ever be the slope 0.
In this equation, 5 will not be 0. That is why I am
Oh,
saying lowest
okay.
points cannot be found. The slope here, it is there. Here also it is there. But for this line, the slope is 5, which is fixed for this line.
Yeah.
For this line, the slope is 0, that is fixed. 0 is fixed for this line. Wherever you take a points, these 2 points, these 2 points, these 2 points, these 2 points, anywhere you take, the slope is 0.
Anyway, yeah.
But whereas here, slope is not a constant.
Yeah, it will
Slope is
come
very-
like x's, those x
Again,
square.
going back to here.
But if it x cube, it can come x square, x and
Yeah.
0.
One power
like
less. So
constant.
when you find out the slope equation, the power will be 1 less. Here it is 2, that is why here we have 1.
Yeah.
Power
If
I'm
it
telling.
cube,
If
it
it is a
becomes
cube, here
square,
it will become a
x
square.
and
Constant.
constant.
Constant. Yeah. Equate this to 0. Because why am I equating to 0? Tell me.
To find how deep it's going.
To find where it touches x-axis.
No. To find where it touches x-axis, put y as 0.
So you put y as 0, right?
No, this is not a phi. This is just dy by dx.
Slope. It is slope equal to 0.
Why I equating
Yeah,
slope to
yeah,
0?
yeah, yeah. Me is like how
Because it's
the
parallel to
slope,
x
slope
axis.
is z.
Which one is parallel to x-axis?
That line.
Which
With
line?
a
That you asked that.
Why am I equating to this to
no,
0?
because x it has to come z. Zero. Like it has to take the
No.
turn.
Slope is 0.
You
That
already
turn.
lost the context where we started this question. Sorry, slope?
Slope is 0.
Slope is 0.
Yeah, that's what
Slope
I
is 0.
said.
Why am I equating slope to 0?
Because it has to come with the lead. How deep it's going.
How I equated slope to 0?
Because it has to come like it has to take it turn. Like, yeah.
Because at this point the slope is 0. I considered this point like slope is 0.
Yeah, that's
Okay? To understand about this point, to study about this point, I am equating the slope to 0. Because at this point I am surely know the slope is 0. Then only it can take a U-turn.
yeah. See.
Without slowing down, without stopping for a moment, it cannot take a U-turn.
Yeah.
That's a behavior wherever you go.
But it can come like so smoothly like that maybe.
Even if it is smooth, there is some point.
Okay.
Some point where there will be a 0 slope. If you plot that smooth
Yeah.
with respect to x and y axis, it can only touch one point. Okay. To study about this point, I equate the slope to 0 because without slope becoming 0, it cannot take
It
U-turn.
can take.
I equated
Yeah,
this to 0.
that's why the straight lines.
Then what is the
can
value of
take
x?
U-turn.
2x is equal to minus 5. X is equal to minus 5 by 2. What is this one?
If it
At
is
x is equal to minus 2.5.
deep, it's going.
At x is equal
At
to
much
minus
deep
2.5.
it will come u.
This
U-
point has
U-turn.
x and y points, x and y coordinates.
Yeah.
X coordinate, what is x coordinate?
X coordinate
Minus 2.5. What is y coordinate?
0. It will come the middle, the middle point of minus 2 and
That's fine. Yeah, middle point. Yeah, 2 here, 3 here. Middle point is 2.5. I got it. X. What is the value of y here?
Minus 3.
Hmm?
Minus 3.
How do you know? Minus 3 is the something on this minus 3.
No, y-axis. On y-axis minus
See,
3.
this is the lowest point. This is 1 point,
3,
right?
3.
no, it will come
How can it be
minus
3
pi
here?
by 2.
On y-axis there is 3. See
Minus
on y-axis.
pi by 2.
See on y-axis.
Y axis 3. Yeah, here it is.
It touched 3 and 1.
No, it
I'm
will come
talking, we're talking about this point.
of pi by 2.
Minus 5 by 2.
Yeah.
Minus 1. Around minus 1.
How do you know?
You did not label it correctly, but
I did not label it correctly, but
it's negative number.
Y.
it is a negative number, I agree.
Y.
But what is that number? How do I find it out?
Yeah, no. You can equate that one in x place and find y
Where do you put this value of x?
in upper one.
This is the equation.
Yeah.
Every point, this is also 1 point on the line. Every point follows this equation. Here you know the x coordinate. Put the value of x here. Is this not a point on the line?
Yeah,
Like
it is.
curved shape? It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Put this value of x is here. We're getting lost, like we are talking too much, but at the end you are getting lost. If I only talk about this one, what is the value? X is 2.5, what is the value of y? You can tell easily, but if you here, you discuss so much about the slope, turning point.
It will come minus pi by 2 whole square plus
Minus
5
5 by 2 whole square plus
So
5
how do you
into
know
minus.
y there? How do you know y there?
I have to substitute the value of x as to minus 2.5
I
and
forgot about that.
calculate that one. We'll get to know the value of y.
Yeah.
Whether it will be a negative y or positive y.
Negative.
Negative, surely negative, because
By seeing we can tell easily.
yeah, it's not
That's it.
negative. It can
So
be
I'm
minus
just
2.
approximating to 1 minus 1.
Yeah, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, whatever it could be. We don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how you have to find it out. That is the point. Assuming this is say minus 2. Okay, will that be minus 2? Only if I simplify, then only I'll get to know. But this is the point. It took U-turn. This is the point. The slope is 0.
And
This
the
is
x
the
coordinate
point.
is much.
Lowest point. The curve can take place. Okay, this is the value of y that it can take, the lowest. If I put a value of y below minus 3, below minus 3, sorry, minus 2, below minus 2,
Yeah.
what is the value? Tell me one value below minus 2.
Minus
five.
1.
Minus 5. If I put a value of y as minus
Oh,
5,
it can't come. We can't
I can't
say.
solve this
Yeah.
equation. Because
Yeah.
this equation, this line is never going touching a minus 5.
Yeah.
It's very deep.
It's
then.
minus 2, it came up till minus 2, stopped there.
Yeah.
End
Yeah.
of it.
That one.
Okay?
That one.
If you put minus 5, you can solve it, but it is very deep.
No,
Fine.
that is the lowest point. How can you solve it
Then-
again?
You'll get another curved line. It is minus 5.
No, if I put a value of minus 5, I'll get only point. I won't get a curve. Instead of 5, I put a minus 5.
No, then
I
what
cannot
if?
solve this equation.
I mean that.
Then what if it is x cube and do it? Cube.
Let's stick to this equation. Okay, let's not
Okay.
go to another one. If I put a value of y as minus 5,
We can't solve.
I can't solve this equation. This is also quadratic equation, isn't it?
Then how can you solve minus 2 is equal to x squared plus 5x?
Minus 2?
Instead of minus 5, put minus 2.
Because
If I
it
put minus
is
2,
How can you solve it? It's still a negative number.
above.
It is still a negative number.
it is
right?
still a negative number because y, the lowest of y can be minus 2. It cannot be beyond this minus 2.
If it is beyond minus 2, then it will be another graph. Another, like you could.
By
It bends
putting some
down.
number here, you won't get a graph, remember. Only if you put a y, then only you will get a
You'll
graph.
get a point. So that point connected with that point. That upper part of the graph.
Again, you're
Okay.
confusing. If I put a number here, if I put some constant here, I'll get a point.
How do you know it's minus 2? Did you
Because I substitute here in this equation, I got a value of y as a minus 2. Of course, I did not do it. Since you told me to take some random number, I took
for
minus.
example, that is minus 5 then?
It can be minus 5. Okay, fine. Yeah.
And you told it we can't solve it.
It can be minus 5.
No.
It
Oh,
can be
it
minus
will
5. But
depend on that.
one second. It can be minus 5. But I mean to say the minus 5 is the lowest. It cannot go below minus 5. It can be minus 5, I'm saying.
Whatever the point is, it can.
That is the lowest. That's it. It cannot go
Okay.
below that.
Yeah.
If I put below that, for example, here if I put
We
minus 7,
And
I can't solve this equation. I'll get a negative. I'll get a
We can't solve it because like
because
it doesn't touch that point.
because this is one quadratic equation. If you remember, there is one condition. If a b square minus 4ac is a negative number, you cannot solve the
Yes.
roots. You will end up in such a
then
situation.
even minus 2 is also kind of negative.
No,
Yeah. I understand.
b square
that
minus
the
4ac
whole-
should not be negative. Y can be negative.
Okay.
Y
Yeah.
can be negative.
Yeah.
b square minus 4ac should not
Or
be
like
negative.
the whole thing.
Whole thing.
Mm.
Okay. Important. I'm telling again.
Mm.
Putting a 0 is one thing. Putting a y is another thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Finding out the lowest value of y is another thing.
Mm.
Lowest value of y.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Is another thing. Don't get messed up. Like too many things we're talking about.
Mm.
First, we found out these 2 points. These called roots.
Yeah.
Those roots will tell what are the points it crosses x-axis. These are the 2 points. This
Mhm.
parabola crossed x-axis.
Yeah.
That is one aspect. Second, equate it to y. You get a group of points. connect those points, you'll get a shape like this parabola shape. Okay. To study about this point, the lowest point, you need to find out the differentiation of it and equate the differentiation to 0. When you equate the differentiation to 0, you'll get a value of x. Okay, you get only one coordinate, x coordinate. What is the y coordinate?
We have to keep.
Put this value of x in this
the
original
starting
equation.
one, yeah.
Not in this one, not in this one, not in this one. Put it in the original equation. Because this is also one point on the curve, right?
Yeah.
Parabola, right?
But
Every point follow this equation.
Yeah, but all has like all those curve shapes has like the same one two times, but if it each one it only has one peak peak point.
At this point, substitute this one here, you will get a value of 5, and that is this one. Okay? Y can never be less than minus 5. Okay? Say for example.
Wait, it's not less than, greater than.
No, less than, below, down, right?
Because less than.
Less
no,
than.
if
it is lower than minus 5, I would say.
Yeah, lower than.
Or
Then
less
if
than
it greater. Okay, greater than. Then what do you mean like less than means it will come like up.
Cannot be less than minus 5.
Okay. Yeah. Then if it up means down, and it's like if it come greater than.
Okay. So even if you forcibly put some y lesser than minus 5, forcibly put minus 10 here. In place of y, you put a forcibly put, and you are trying to do some. What will happen to this equation? What will be the value of x?
Minus b
square minus 4ac will be a negative number.
In negative. So
okay.
we can't solve it.
You cannot find the value of x for this quadratic equation. This is quadratic equation. It's not a quadratic function, but I would say quadratic equation. If it is a function, then it's f of x or y. Okay. If you're equating to minus 10, you cannot solve this equation. Okay. Those are the instances where b square minus 4ac will be a negative number. Such equations, you say it does not have a real roots.
It will come in
imaginary roots
or
complex numbers or imaginary roots. Okay. Understand this. If you understand, it's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Chapter is very
It's
beautiful.
so interesting.
It's so interesting. Okay. It's considered as one of the tough, but if you understand this part and the remaining all
will be
this,
so easy.
it will be easy to navigate the remaining all chapters of higher maths of secondary school. Okay. We'll stop it here and again we'll meet some other day.
Okay.
Thank you.